So this is the first batch of crystals from our nitrobenzene, or I'm sorry, our nitrotoluene. These appeared after I stuck the NT in a beaker and I let it get down to about -10°C. Left it in there for a few hours, and for the most part you can see that they are a nice shimmering, almost translucent color. Let me see if I can't get a little scoopful to just bring up. There we go. You can really get a feel for what they look like there. Now, so what you want to do here, I guess, is what I'm trying to say, is you take the aqueous nitrotoluene that comes out after you filter this, and you want to stick it back in the freezer. You want to do this as many times as necessary until you have no more crystals precipitate out. And I am expecting there to be a lot more crystals this time than there were on this batch here, and that is because I actually have left it in the freezer for a full 12 hours this time, thus allowing the crystals to precipitate for a lot longer. So let me get it out of my lab freezer and we'll see what we got. So, as I suspected, there are just a ton of crystals in there. Wipe off the condensation. This is what we have here as a side view. And you can see as I tilt the solution away, they become nice and bright white. Now, the reason why the crystals that you saw earlier have a slight tinge of yellow to them is simply for the fact that all of my vacuum filters, my Buchner filter, and my fritted filters need to be washed at the present time, and when I filtered those last ones that you saw. So I am just doing these through gravity filtration. Therefore, there is a little bit of residual liquid stuck in them, which is giving them that slight yellow hue. However, that's not an issue because all I'm going to do, obviously because it is an oil, it is not going to dry in the air. Even if I put it under vacuum desiccation over sulfuric acid, obviously, because it is oily, it will not dry. But all I'm going to do is I am going to gravity filter this batch, and I will dry it on a plate on a paper towel, just as I did the last batch. And once I get all of the crystals precipitated to where I have no more coming out of solution, I will then worry about putting them in my standard Buchner funnel with some filter paper, and I will suck out the last remaining bit of liquid that remains. So all I'm going to do then, I have right over there, you can see I have my filter set up for gravity filtration, and so I'm just going to scoop these into there, let them filter out, and again I will repeat this process as many times as necessary until I have no more crystals precipitating out. And that's it. The crystals are your desired product. So this concludes the series on nitrotoluene. Hope you enjoyed. Stay safe, kids.